what do you mean by using rejection to your advantage?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, there's a lot of different ways to use rejection to your advantage. The thing is, one is that if you're getting rejected, right, you have to use that as fuel to be able to become desensitized to it. You feel what I'm saying? And so what I mean is that a lot of guys, they are scared of rejection, but to get through the fear of rejection, you should get rejected. You need to keep getting rejected so that the sting, it doesn't do anything for you. Meaning that it lessens and lessens the that feeling you have of like this, the fear of it, right? But also too, that you can play games with it. Like, you know, I used to tell guys, listen, every time a girl rejects you, talk to 2 more girls. You understand what I'm saying? And so you make a game out of it, and then therefore it's a little bit more fun to make it happen. So you're taking the fear out of the situation. So a lot of times what happens is that guys are trying to move away from rejection, but you got to move into the situation so that you can get past it. You got to get through it instead of avoiding it, because you can't avoid it. So either one of 2 things going to happen. You're just going to sit by yourself and not talk to any women, or you're going to approach women and some of them are going to reject you. That's just how it is. So the thing is that you have to understand that. And in order for you to actually, and look at it this way, in order for you to get women that you're going to date, have sex with, all this other stuff, you have to have women who reject you. It's impossible, because the thing is that you can't have it. You can't get acceptance without rejection. You see what I mean? It goes hand in hand. So the thing is, if every girl you approached wanted you understand what I'm saying? Then you wouldn't develop the skill to be the type of man to even keep that woman. You see what I mean? Like the rejection is part actually of the thing that trains you to be the strong enough man to deal with her in a long-term relationship anyway. You see what I mean?
I feel you, because you can apply that same mindset to a lot of different things, man. I mean, I was thinking about boxing, and in boxing, you can hit the punching bag, you can hit the mitts as long as you want, but until you get into the ring and you get your ass beat, you'll never become great, because you don't know how it feels to deliver pain and to receive pain.
Exactly.
And once you get comfortable with that, that's when you can get creative. You can see the punches coming. You can flip the punches. You can duck them. You can do a lot more things. But yeah, before you can even get there, you have to be comfortable with fear.
Exactly.
You know? And you're right, man. You know, once the more you hit on women, like that feeling, that anxiety feeling, it goes away unconsciously, without you even knowing. It's not even there anymore.
Right.
Hey, so you mentioned in the Bad Boy book, have her choose you. Yeah, have her choose you when you approach. How do you get a woman to choose you before you approach?
Right. Well, this is the thing, and this is the funny part about guys when they talk about choosing signals. So what a lot of guys do is that they're like, well, I'm just going to stand over there and be doing what I do, and then I'm going to wait until I see a woman give me a signal, and then I'm going to go and approach her. And what happens is that rarely ever happens anyway. Right now, what I tell guys is that when you approach a woman, right, she has to choose you anyway within the approach. So even if you were waiting for a choosing signal, she would have to choose you twice, because when you go and approach her, she still has to see if she's interested in you when you're talking, meaning she still has to see if she actually likes you in the interaction. And so what I mean when I say have her choose you is that the interaction that you have with the woman is going to show her more about you than she could ever know just by looking at you from across the room. And so I equate it to, for example, like, let's say if you are at a all you can eat buffet, and somebody might, you know, you with your friend and they're like, hey, you should try this food out. And you're like, I don't know. I don't really know how to, I don't look that right. He's like, no, just take a bite. You probably like it. So you take a bite of it, and then you're like, oh my God, this is delicious. Now, you wouldn't have known it was delicious until you took a bite of it. So you got a taste of it. Now you know what it is, and now you like it. The woman has to get a taste of you so that she can really experience you to actually see if she likes you. You see what I'm saying? Because a woman could be physically attracted to you, but it doesn't necessarily mean she's sexually attracted to you. You see what I mean? And so in order for you to, in order for her to actually see if she's sexually attracted to you, in a lot of cases, she has to interact with you. There are times where a woman could see you from across the room and be sexually attracted to you because of your physical, but a lot of times it's not just the physical, because She could look at you and be like, oh man, this dude's fine as hell. And then you come over and you don't know how to talk. You're fumbling over your words. You're nervous. You're acting goofy. And now she's like, oh my God, this guy's weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like what you said. She has to taste you.
Right. Exactly.
Before she chooses you.
Exactly.
That's the best way to put it. She got to get a feeling for who you are and what you bring to the table.